For decades, Sweden and the broader Nordic region have maintained a specific, globally recognized reputation. They are seen as bastions of stability and prosperity, driven by a political culture where consensus usually wins out over bitter partisan warfare. But on September 13th, the country heads into an election that threatens to finally crack that comfortable national identity wide open. For the last 4 years, the center-right moderate party has been in charge. They are led by Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson, who relies on a conservative alliance known as the Tito Coalition to maintain power. Kristersson's government ran on a strict anti-immigration and security platform, and they delivered on several major promises. They overhauled Sweden's asylum laws and reduced gang-related shootings by 60%. Most notably, they secured Sweden's ultimate external security goal in light of continued Russian aggression, navigating the country out of its historic neutrality and into NATO. Despite achieving these key campaign goals, Kristersson's bloc is currently trailing the opposition leader, Magdalena Andersson, by 10% in the polls. The polling gap suggests that for many Swedes, fulfilling a policy checklist is no longer enough to secure trust, as the public focus shifts from legislative wins towards the stability of the alliance itself. To understand why Kristersson's government is faltering, you have to look at how the Swedish parliament, the Riksdag, is built. While it is a multi-party system on paper, it functions as a bitter two-block war between the left and the right. This animated diagram maps out the razor-thin reality of Swedish power. Out of 349 total seats in the Riksdag, Kristersson's Blue Tito alliance holds 175 seats. Magdalena Andersson's red-green opposition holds 173. Looking at this chart, any individual party must secure at least 4% of the total national vote to hold mandates or actual voting power in parliament. That threshold is currently a major threat to the Liberals. They are a moderate party crucial to the right-wing coalition, but after years of relying on far-right support to pass laws, they've suffered an identity crisis. Their polling now rests at just 2%. If the Liberals fail to reach that 4% mark on election day, their seats evaporate. Without them, the Tito alliance loses its majority, handing control to the left-wing opposition. This political fragility is compounded by economic stagnation. While the tech sector is doing well, Sweden is battling an 8.5% unemployment rate, among the highest in Europe, alongside a growing budget deficit and a welfare system under strain. Kristersson's government currently relies on economically frustrated voters, casting tactical rescue votes for a party polling below the threshold to keep the coalition's math alive. But the Liberals are only one part of the problem. To maintain his 175 seats, Kristersson relies on the far-right Sweden Democrats. As the country's second-largest party, they act as the kingmakers of the alliance, even though they hold no ministerial roles. They also bring significant scandals to the alliance, including the discovery of social media troll farms, the use of party funds to buy and burn their own leaders' books, and a high-profile official stepping down over child porn crimes. Earlier this year, the Sweden Democrats upended the pairing system. This is a century-old honor rule, where an opposing member of parliament stays home if a rival is sick, ensuring the democratic balance of the previous election is maintained. During a crucial vote, the Sweden Democrats ignored this agreement, bringing in 2 parliamentarians who were supposed to be paired off and sitting at home. They did this to secure a win on a single resolution regarding transitional citizenship laws, which was struck down by just 1 vote. Discarding a century-old honor system for a single victory on citizenship laws signals that fringe factions are now willing to trade parliamentary decorum for ideological wins. While the right-wing coalition struggles with these internal fractures, Magdalena Andersson's opposition bloc faces a similar squeeze from the left. Her coalition requires the support of the Left Party, formerly the Communist Party. They are now demanding actual ministerial roles in exchange for their support, a sharp shift from their previous agreements. This creates a gridlock for Andersson. The Left Party was recently hit by an anti-Semitism scandal that saw 25 members expelled, and as a result, centrist allies are now refusing to work with them in a government. Heading into the September election, neither side of the aisle has a clean path toward a stable majority. The right is tethered to a failing moderate party and a scandal-hit far right, while the left is gridlocked over extremism in its own ranks. Whichever bloc takes power, the Swedish model of quiet cooperation has given way to a landscape of polarized blocs and fragile majorities, mirroring the same turbulent political reality found across the rest of Europe.